Heavy cast iron fluke has snapped completely beneath the ocean floor, leaving our fragile vessel drifting targetless away from the safety shore. I watch the nautical instruments spinning wildly inside the cockpit frame, realizing we no longer possess the mechanism to hold this shifting game. I spent my life relying on a rigid set of traditional safety lines, believing that absolute security was guaranteed by my strategic designs. But this sudden metal fatigue in the deepest channel of the bay forces my stubborn spirit to accept the currents heading our way. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Secured and precise, a calculated commercial product that carried an expensive retail price. But standing here upon this pitching deck in the middle of the gale, I find a raw clarity that makes the old security look incredibly pale. The piano strings vibrate with a deep echoing oceanic resonance as we abandon the heavy weights that kept our spirits in penance. We don't need a permanent mooring or a guaranteed harbor slot when this unpredictable voyage teaches a lesson we never forgot. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. We drew, there is no past to bind us when the horizon is completely new. No longer tethered to the static grievances of the solid ground, we embrace the wild momentum where true freedom can be found. The chain is loose, no more excuse, drifting free out to sea. Floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Broken anchor, leaving the old harbor far behind, a liberating direction that our weary spirits can find. Just let it drift. Just let it drift. Elegant green branches droop mournfully over the riverbank edge, casting a protective shadow across the slippery limestone ledge. I watch the leaves dip into the rushing current flowing beneath, a natural display of sorrow that requires no superficial wreath. I spent years concealing my grief behind a wall of masculine pride, pretending that the turbulent storms could never damage my inside. But standing here beneath this weeping canopy, the defenses shattered down, exposing the vulnerable artist hidden beneath the armor of the town. The timber bows under the pressure of the accumulating morning moisture, an honest expression of pain that defies any corporate posture. We must allow the tears to fall to cleanse our creative infrastructure. Seeking a quiet refuge beneath this solemn crown willow today, allowing the ancient tree to mirror the grief we failed to say. From the weeping branches of this sanctuary, a healing can begin to stitch together the fractured chambers that we locked within. I remember when our collaborations were competitive, tense and loud, focused entirely on projecting our egos to the back rows of the crowd. But this serene natural monument teaches a completely different theme, showing us that vulnerability is the foundation of a shared dream. Your guitar notes weep in perfect harmony with the whispering wind, acknowledging the numerous instances where our stubborn hearts sinned. We don't need a grand orchestra to validate the sorrow we experience now, when this natural sanctuary witness our silent redemptive vow. The timber bows under the pressure of the accumulating morning moisture, an honest expression of pain that defies any corporate posture. We must allow the tears to fall to cleanse our creative infrastructure. Seeking a quiet refuge beneath this solemn crying willow today, allowing the ancient tree to mirror the grief we failed to say. From the weeping branches of this sanctuary, a healing can begin to stitch together the fractured chambers that we locked achievements can match the relief of letting the teardrops flow, nourishing the fertile soil where a new devotion can organically grow. Let it rain, release the pain, the leaves bend low, let the sorrow go, seeking a quiet refuge beneath this solemn crying willow today, allowing the ancient tree to mirror the grief we fail to say. From the weeping branches of this sanctuary, a healing can begin to stitch together the fractured chambers that we locked within. Crying willow, whispering your name in the breeze, bringing our turbulent spirits to their knees, finally finding peace. The distant skyline meets the rolling hills in a spectacular shade of green. The most magnificent panoramic landscape my eyes have ever seen. I stand atop the geographic crest, watching the afternoon shadows expand, feeling a profound internal stability return as I overlook this fertile land. The blinding glare of the midday rush has finally ceased to exist, replaced by a comforting warmth that has our creative spirits dismissed. I unpack my vintage acoustic instrument, catching the majestic sunset ray, formulating a gorgeous musical dedication to conclude this phenomenal day. The atmospheric transition performs its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid jade across the valley's rugged wall. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arrangement echoing through the mountain pass. We are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. I spent decades performing under artificial stadium halogen lights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The alpine wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild clover vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, this is exactly where I belong. The atmospheric transition performs its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid jade across the valley's rugged wall. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arrangement echoing through the mountain pass. We are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. Spark, an indestructible furnace of inspiration born from mutual trust and care, a brilliant, everlasting shield that we are privileged to share. See the colors blend to the valley's end. The light grows deep, promises to keep. Upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arrangement echoing through the mountain pass. We are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. The emerald horizon, painting our lives with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful, permanent smile upon your face as the stars appear. Metallic projectile pierces the midnight silence of the street, shattering the plate glass window just inches from my feet. An unguided force traveling blindly through the metropolitan air, a terrifying metaphor for the random collateral damage of our despair. I fired off a series of reckless, sharp accusations from a prideful tongue, regretting the ricochet effect before the echoes had even begun. We project our internal frustrations onto the innocent bystanders around, leaving a trail of civilian casualties scattered upon this urban ground. The trajectory is unpredictable once the trigger has been pulled, shattering the fragile truths where our anxieties were temporary lulled. We are dodging the flying shrapnel of an argument completely uncontrolled, surviving the impact of this dangerous stress. flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement, tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. I watch the smoke rising slowly from the barrel of our fractured past, wondering how any authentic connection could expect it to last. The sirens are wailing from that basement precinct down the avenue, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate with you. Your touch leaves a permanent scar along my defensive spine, an intoxicating sensation turning more volatile than vintage wine. We don't need explosive confrontations or lethal ballistic games when we are already burning outside of the conventional flames. The trajectory is unpredictable once the trigger has been pulled, shattering the fragile truths where our anxieties were temporary lulled. We are dodging the flying shrapnel of an argument completely uncontrolled, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangements, tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. Let the ammunition deplete, let the weaponry completely freeze. We must bring this civil war down to its absolute knees. No victory can outlast the structural damage of this constant fire. Tonight we declare a ceasefire to rescue our remaining creative desire. Hear the hiss, a near miss. Ceasefire now. Fulfill the vow. Surviving the impact of this dangerous straight bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement, tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. Stray bullet fading away into the concrete maze, ending the terrifying violence of our prideful days. Let the smoke clear. Soft hues of lavender and apricot paint the eastern mountain peak. replacing the heavy darkness with the gentle comfort that we seek. I sit on the dew covered grass porch, watching the shadows dissolve away, feeling a quiet rejuvenation as the night relinquishes its sway. The blinding glare of yesterday's failures has completely deceased, giving way to a serene temperature that has our internal spirits increased. I tune the strings of my vintage auditorium instrument with careful grace, capturing the exact color palette reflected upon your welcoming face. The celestial transition performs its magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. I've spent decades performing under harsh artificial stage spotlights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic atmospheric display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The mountain wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild orchid vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The celestial transition performs this magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. Internal furnace plush tufted fabric supports my weary body within this private alcove nook, shielding my thoughts from the frantic paces that the daylight took. I sink deep into the expensive fibers of this vintage upholstery piece, feeling my physical exhaustion transform into an immediate total release. Your serene profile rests comfortably against the soft burgundy material lining, while the chaotic noises of the city outside are gradually declining. I execute a series of spacious, understated purr on the nylon wire, capturing the exact essence of a mature, well-balanced, creative desire. The heavy structural tension dissolves like sugar inside a hot herbal cup, elevating our low spirits before the morning responsibilities wake up. We feel an incredible spiritual transition as our separate energies link up, resting comfortably upon the surface of the soft velour cushion tonight, where every historical grievance is erased by a texture so soothing and right. Let the elegant lounge atmosphere dictate how our arrangements should align. We are experiencing an unbothered tranquility that feels fundamentally divine. I spent half a lifetime performing inside loud, gravelly rock entertainment halls, exchanging my internal peace for the adoration of stadium grandstand walls. But this delicate domestic configuration provides a far deeper validation, curing my psychological fatigue with a simple, quiet vindication. The texture of your deep vocal tone coats my mind like an organic lotion, calming the erratic fluctuations of my sometimes unpredictable emotion. We don't need excessive showmanship or an elaborate theatrical parade, when this subtle interaction is the greatest monument we've made. The heavy structural tension dissolves like sugar inside a hot herbal cup, elevating our low spirits before the morning responsibilities wake up. We feel an incredible spiritual transition as our separate energies link up, oh, resting comfortably upon the surface of the soft velour cushion tonight, where every historical grievance is erased by a texture so soothing and right. Let the elegant lounge atmosphere dictate how our arrangements should align. We are experiencing an unbothered tranquility that feels fundamentally divine. So sweetly, no material luxury can compete with the richness of what we share. A flawless artistic tapestry, born from surviving the deepest despair, soft and deep, before we fall asleep. No rough edges remain. Goodbye goodbye to the pain. Oh, resting comfortably upon the surface of the soft velour cushion tonight, where every historical grievance is erased by a texture so soothing and right. Let the elegant lounge atmosphere dictate how our arrangement should align. We are experiencing an unbothered tranquility that feels fundamentally divine. The velour cushion wrapping our sanctuary in a peaceful embrace, leaving the permanent sense of contentment upon your face. Rest easy now. A sudden metallic projectile pierces the midnight silence of the street, shattering the plate glass window just inches from my feet. An unguided force traveling blindly through the metropolitan air, a terrifying metaphor for the random collateral damage of our despair.
I fired off a series of reckless, sharp accusations from my prideful tongue, regretting the ricochet effect before the echoes had even begun.
We project our internal frustrations onto the innocent bystanders around, leaving a trail of civilian casualties scattered upon this urban ground. The trajectory is unpredictable once the trigger has been pulled, shattering the fragile truce where our anxieties were temporarily lulled. We are dodging the flying shrapnel of an argument completely uncontrolled, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape.
I watch the smoke rising slowly from the barrel of our fractured past,
wondering how any authentic connection could expect it to last. The sirens are wailing from that basement precinct down the avenue, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate with you. Your touch leaves a permanent scar along my defensive spine, an intoxicating sensation turning more volatile than vintage wine. We don't need explosive confrontations or lethal ballistic games when we are already burning outside of the conventional flames. The trajectory is unpredictable once the trigger has been pulled, shattering the fragile truce where our anxieties were temporarily lulled. We are dodging the flying shrapnel of an argument completely uncontrolled, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. Let the weaponry completely freeze. We must bring this civil war down. this constant fire. Tonight we declare a ceasefire to rescue our remaining creative desire. Hear the hiss, a near miss. Ceasefire now, fulfill the vow. Surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight. Trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement, tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. Stray bullet fading away into the concrete maze, ending the terrifying violence of our prideful days. Let the smoke clear. The heavy cast iron fluke is snapped completely beneath the ocean floor, leaving our fragile vessel drifting targetless away from the safety shore. I watch the nautical instruments spinning wildly inside the cockpit frame, realizing we no longer possess the mechanism to hold this shifting game. I spent my life relying on a rigid set of traditional safety lines, believing that absolute security was guaranteed by my strategic designs. But this sudden metal fatigue in the deepest channel of the bay forces my stubborn spirit to accept the currents heading our way. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this untended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. I remember when our arrangements were firmly secured and precise, a calculated commercial product that carried an expensive retail price. But standing here upon this pitching deck in the middle of the gale, I find a raw clarity that makes the old security look incredibly pale. The piano strings vibrate with a deep, echoing oceanic resonance as we abandon the heavy weights that kept our spirits in penance. We don't need a permanent mooring or a guaranteed harbor slot when this unpredictable voyage teaches a lesson we never forgot. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must now unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Completely new, no longer tethered to the static grievances of solid ground. We embrace the wild momentum where true freedom can be found. The chain is loose, no more excuse, drifting free out to sea. Due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Broken anchor, leaving the old harbor far behind. A liberating direction that our weary spirits can find. Just let it drift. Fingertips navigate the dark, polished surface of this upright frame, sensing the ancient vibrations of a song that lacks a formal name. This dark wooden segment dictates a heavier mood, a solemn frequency, unlocking the private memories that I guarded with absolute secrecy.
I watch your hands execute those complex minor 11th intervals so fine, creating a rich tapestry of sound that perfectly intertwines with mine. The acoustic guitar responds with a series of understated soft string bends, articulating the unspoken truths that our stubborn pride finally defends. Dark keys formulate a sacred blueprint of emotional release, dismantling our intellectual defenses to grant our overtaxed minds peace. We discover a rare sanctuary where all our artistic conflicts cease, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement guiding our weary spirits home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. relaxation within the commercial arena's glare, exchanging my authentic autonomy for a crown woven out of thin air. But this minimal acoustic configuration restores my original clarity, showing me that genuine creative connection is an invaluable rarity. The resonance lingers inside the wooden cabinet, heavy and profound, a beautiful contrast to the frantic noises of the city streets around. We don't need a massive orchestra or a glamorous theatrical display when the subtle interaction says everything we ever wanted to say. The dark keys formulate a sacred blueprint of emotional release, dismantling our intellectual defenses to grant our overtaxed minds peace. We discover a rare sanctuary where all our artistic conflicts cease, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement guiding our weary spirits home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. Let the modern digital networks fail. We've secured our connection within this physical acoustic trail. No superficial programming can replicate the depth of what we feel when the black ivory opens up and reveals what is genuinely real. Feel the note drop before the vibrations stop. Dark and pure, our devotion is sure, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement guiding our weary spirits home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. Ebony key painting our sanctuary in the magnificent dark hue, an everlasting dedication from my soul straight to you. Just let the final chord fade. A distant horn player delivers a sorrowful freight, carrying unspoken message that echoes down the empty urban street. The sound is suppressed, filtered through a brass dome of isolation,
mirroring the exact texture of our current emotional communication.
I listen to the fragile intervals cutting through the midnight air,
A haunting vibration that perfectly captures my deep internal despair.
We used to speak with absolute clarity,
projecting our thoughts loud and high. Now our conversations are hushed beneath this unforgiving twilight sky.
the volume has evaporated
From our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean, left with nothing but the echo of this lonely, muted trumpet tonight. While the city lights outside flicker, their remaining orange light, the suppressed frequency can't awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep.
I remember when our passion was a roaring brass fanfare, so proud, capable of cutting through the noise of any judgmental theater crowd.
But arrogance is a silencer that caps the expression of the soul, leaving us with these whispered fragments stripped of our original control. My fingers rest motionless upon the dark grand piano keys, listening to that distant lamentation floating on the autumn breeze. We don't need to shout our mutual accusations to the world outside, when this muffled resonance exposes the futility of our creative pride. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean, left with nothing but the echo of this lonely, muted trumpet tonight. While the city lights outside flicker, their remaining orange light, the suppressed frequency can't awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Shall we allow the final notes to dissolve into the concrete maze? Take a definitive step back from the edge of this prideful daze. Is there a way to remove the barrier and let the true passion glow? Or are we destined to fade like the embers of this late night show? Hear the sound drop before the notes stop, muffled and low, end of the show. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely, muted trumpet tonight. While the city lights outside flicker, their remaining orange light, the suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises across the lounge booth perimeter ring, shielding our private sanctuary from the outer world's chaotic sting. I stroll down the carpeted aisle, catching the syncopated groove so fine, feeling my defensive walls transform into a beautiful, relaxed design.
I'm leaning against the mahogany counter of this upscale cabaret room, tuning my electric instrument away from the daily corporate gloom. The drummer drops a relaxed, bouncing rhythm pattern that captures my feet, an irresistible invitation making our separate creative paths meet. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation and expensive botanical wine, a welcoming playground where our independent trajectories can align. We are melting into the tempo, entering magnificent sonic shrine, moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight, where the dividing boundaries blur beneath the lavender neon light. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world completely far away. I've strung the blues in grand concert halls across the globe's expanse, but nothing matches this lounge's ability to induce a therapeutic trance. Your hips move like water flowing down a smooth marble terrace face, infusing this recording session with an unparalleled hypnotic grace. The electric keyboard executes a series of sophisticated jazz runs so sweet, matching the rapid, joyful acceleration of our mutual heartbeats. We don't need a complicated script or an elaborate introduction phrase when our body language speaks clearly through the aromatic haze. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, expensive botanical wine, a welcoming playground where our independent trajectories can align. We are melting into the tempo, entering magnificent sonic shrine, moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight. Exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world completely far away. Let the bass guitar slide, let the percussion section. We've discovered a sanctuary on this concrete city ground. No charts, no restrictions, no convention, no rules left to obey. Just pure creative freedom washing our exhaustion completely away. Keep it swinging, hear it ringing. Velvet touch means so much, moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight. Where the dividing boundaries blur beneath the lavender neon light. Let the elegant rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should
Salty air circulates through the open veranda shutters of the seaside room, chasing away the final remaining traces of our historical winter gloom. I lounge barefoot upon the cedar deck, watching the white gulls fly free, sensing a sudden elevation of my spirit as I observe the turquoise sea.
I threw my heavy leather traveling jacket onto the entryway floor, unlocking the copper latch of this peaceful beachfront screen door. The fragrant scent of blossom and jasmine fills the afternoon atmosphere, erasing the accumulated fatigue from navigating the corporate hemisphere. The changing season introduces a beautiful, refreshing shift, lifting our heavy hearts like a miraculous, unexpected gift. We feel the internal transition as the creative blockages begin to drift. Inhaling the pure inspiration of this refreshing coastal breeze today, watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Too many years trapped inside a frozen, highly cynical state, believing that emotional insulation was the permanent companion of my fate. But your serene presence acts like a ray of pure golden sunlight, dispersing the stubborn fog that used to blind my internal sight. We pack a simple picnic basket with fresh fruit and chilled white wine, strolling leisurely down the sandy shoreline where the tides intertwine. Your casual laughter is a song sweeter than any commercial radio hit, a reassuring confirmation that our lives perfectly and organically fit. The changing season introduces a beautiful, refreshing shift, lifting our heavy hearts like a miraculous, unexpected gift. We feel the internal transition as the creative blockages begin to drift. Oh, inhaling the pure inspiration of this refreshing coastal breeze today, watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Canopy, living our lives with absolute independence, simplicity, and autonomy. No schedules to rush, no artificial pressures hanging over our head. Just enjoying this beautiful sanctuary of absolute freedom instead. Feel the wind blow, take it real slow, soak in the sun, soak in the sun. We've only just begun.
distant skyline meets the rolling hills in a spectacular shade of green. The most magnificent panoramic landscape my eyes have ever seen. I stand atop the geographic crest, watching the afternoon shadows expand, feeling a profound internal stability return as I overlook this fertile land.
The blinding glare of the midday rush has finally ceased to exist, replaced by a comforting warmth that has our creative spirits dismissed. I unpack my vintage acoustic instrument, catching the majestic sunset ray, formulating a gorgeous musical dedication to conclude this phenomenal day. The atmosphere transition performs its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid jade across the valley's rugged wall. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging echo mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. I've spent decades performing under artificial stadium halogen lights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The alpine wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild clover vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The atmosphere transition that forms its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid jade across the valley's rugged wall. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging through the mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. Expiring cosmic spark, an indestructible furnace of inspiration born from mutual trust and care, a brilliant, everlasting shield that we are privileged to share. See the colors blend to the valley's end, the light grows deep, promises to keep, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging through the mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. Emerald horizon, painting our lives with
with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful permanent smile upon your face as the stars appear. Subterranean concrete caverns amplify the sound of my lonely footsteps walking, drowning the faint distant memories of our previous heated talking. I stand upon the deserted platform, waiting for the transit car arrival, analyzing the graffiti-covered tiles that record the city's survival.
I hear the acoustic reflection bouncing off the curved subterranean ceiling vault,
a haunting reminder of the personal errors that led to our structural fault.
We spent our lives shouting out declarations down these transit tunnels deep,
leaving behind an accumulation of secrets that we could no longer keep. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul.
I watch the dust motes dancing inside the illumination of the vending machine, wondering how we allowed our romance to turn into such a sterile scene.
The tracks begin to vibrate, indicating that a vector is drawing near, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate through my fear.
Your voice travels like a
Subterranean lightning bolt through the dark space,
igniting in my chest
a brilliant everlasting spark that time can erase.
We don't need the validation of the high society fashion parade crowd
when this muffled resonance speaks so beautifully, elegantly, and loud. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this fractured collective soul. Systems completely fail. We've secured our connection within this subterranean acoustic trail. No municipal planning can contain the magnitude of the devotion we feel when the synthetic world dissolves and reveals what is genuinely real. Hear the tracks whine, stay on the line. The train draws near, dismantle the fear. Listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight. Searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul. Subway echo fading away into the concrete maze. And in the terrifying isolation of our metropolitan fluorescent light, watch the train pass.